Hey guys, in today's video we are going to practice your polygonal model skill by creating a model of a microphone. Remember, this video is part of our product modeling playlists. Our playlist with all the models we have been created is in the video description, as is our new 3D Sculpt channel. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel, leave your like and comment here what you'd like to see in the next videos. So, let's go to class. Let's start by creating a circle. In interpolation, we use a value of 2. We center the circle in your skin. Convert it to editable poly and add thickness with the shell. Let's add an edit poly to create the bottom of the base. I will select the edges and apply a chamfer. On this face, holding down Shift K, we use extrude upwards. We use the insert key and extrude the shape again. Now downwards. On the top, we use the scale to create these loops and the collapse to join the points. I will apply a crease to the edges to make them harder. Just select them and change the crease value to 1. On the bottom face, we will create some loops and use the collapse as in the previous one. I will apply a crease to the edge again. Now, with Open Subdivide modifier, we can see that the edges with the crease are sharp. I will apply the Smooth modifier to make it easy to see. Now, let's create a circle to create a detail in this piece. I'm going to center it and convert it to editable poly. Let's delete half of the circle and extrude these edges, creating this piece. Let's add a shell to give thickness. Let's return to our base. I'm going to add another details on this piece. Let's adjust the crease on all the edges again. And now we are going to use Boolean to create this detail in the model. Once that is done, we convert it to editable poly. I'm going to add symmetry on the y-axis. Let's convert it again and delete half of the model to make it easy to calculate the retopology modifier. Let's leave the value at 500 and check these 2 points. Let's go to Compute. Let's convert it to editable poly and adjust some edges on the front and back of the model. Let's apply a symmetry and add an edit poly to improve the mesh on this part of the model. Let's do just on side and then apply a symmetry to mirror the shape. Now let's delete this face and adjust the top of the model. Let's create a perfect circle on the edges. Let's extrude with scale and then holding down Shift. Let's extrude upwards, creating this part of the piece. Let's close this hole at the top with collapse. Now, let's add a sphere on the top of this piece. Let's adjust its position right in the center of the model, and also the rotation of the sphere so that it's correctly. Here, we see in the reference that it's bigger. Let's adjust this one till it matches the reference. Again, let's add a circle to create the base of this piece. Let's adjust the position and size the circle. We convert it to editable poly and apply a shell to give it thickness. We can convert it to editable poly, and now that we have this new piece, we see that the sphere can be a little bigger. Let's adjust the model better by adding new elements. Then, we also adjust the cylinder at the base. We need to make it thicker. Returning to our parts, we will create the connection between the two pieces. It's very simple. Just use the extrude while holding down Shift K, even in scale modes. Here, we see in the reference that it's open, it's a little bigger. We adjust it. Let's apply a chamfer on the edges so that it matches the model. On the sides, we will insert a loop and apply a chamfer on these lines. Now, with the extrude, we'll create this detail in the model. We'll select this face and apply a detach. We will apply a shell to give thickness to this part. Let's create a copy and create the base that holds the metal part. We select the face and extrude backwards. Let's add loops to this part to reduce the size of this part. To adjust the space, we use the set flow. The shortcut is Alt 2. Let's close this space with the bridge. Now we will create the glass part of the model. Select the top face and separate it with the detach. I'm going to isolate the selection just in the tool piece. Let's change the color to make easy to see. In the circle, we are going to scale it so that it matches the shape of the base, and then we are going to apply a shell to give thickness. We are going to cover it to editable poly and adjust its size. We are going to delete this face to match the reference. I'm going to apply a chamfer to these vertices to round the corner. I will complete the shape with Alt 1 and Vertex Connect. I will add the symmetry and then the shell to give the model thickness. I'm going to add 2 support loops in the center to keep the edge hard. Now, let's add a loop to create the opening of the detail. We apply a chamfer and adjust the size. Here, I'm going to delete this face and remove these lines. We are going to close the gaps with the bridge. I'm going to select the face inside the hole and separate them from the model with the detach. In this part, we apply a flip normal and close these gaps again with the bridge. I'm going to change the color of the metal part. We adjust the size so that it matches to the reference. Now that we have the base created, let's refine our model. Let's separate the mic into 2 parts. First, let's finish the top part. We are going to insert some loops on this face and apply the collapse. We apply a chamfer to the edges. And add some loops to this part. We add the up subdivide modifier and then an edit poly. Let's work with this dense mesh. I'm going to select the edges and use the ring and then the chamfer. Let's select this new face created and use a similar tool. This way, we'll select all the faces that are the same as this one. Now, we apply an extrude and delete this face. I'm going to increase the space between the edges and the detail a little bigger. First, in the lower part. And also in the upper part. Now we are going to use the welds to weld the vertices. Once that is done, we can apply an subdivide modifier again, and then the weighted normals. Now we are going to refine the lower part of the mic. Let's extrude this edge a little bit and use the chamfer on the edges. In the lower parts, we are going to add the detail with a new loop and then with the extrude. Finally, we apply a chamfer on the edges, keeping the corner hard. As you can see in the reference, this detail is smaller. Let's adjust it. We add the modifier to soften the shape. Now let's refine the metal part. Let's add an edit poly and apply a chamfer to all the edges of this piece. Returning to this piece, let's delete this edit poly and redo this part of the opening. Let's add on support loops to this edge again. Let's add loops along the entire piece and apply an subdivide modifier. Let's add an edit poly and select the face to create the hole. First, let's create a slash curvature in this vertices using add constraint. And now let's delete this face. Let's add loops with the edge connect. Let's delete the front part. Do the same on the bottom wall. Let's use cuts and target weld to organize the model's mesh. Let's do the same on the insides, this time with cuts and collapse. Now let's close this space like the bridge and use the symmetry to mirror the shape. I'm going to remove some lines so that the model doesn't look too dense. Let's do this throughout the entire model. Just select the edges and remove the lines. Once that is done, we apply an up-subdivide modifier again. Here, we see that this opening is too big. Let's adjust it. Okay, we can delete this old piece and create a new one so that it fits perfectly with the opening. Let's select this interior face and apply a detach. We select the edges except these ones on the ends and apply a bridge to close the space. Now we are going to apply a flip and add 2 loops to fill the shape and finish it closing the piece. We apply a symmetry and support loops to keeping the edge hard. In this middle piece, we are going to adjust its size and apply a chamfer to the selected edge. Finally, we are going to use the modifier to soften the shape. Let's isolate all the metal parts and make them all the same color. Let's close this space in this mix piece. Let's select some face to create a tube inside. We apply a shell and add a chamfer to the edges. Here, we have the top of the model finished. Let's refine the base of the mic to finish the model. Let's add some support loops to the piece and add a chamfer to the edges, keeping some hard corners. Let's do the same on the bottom. Only on the edges we will not add a chamfer, keeping the smooth curvature in this part of the model. Let's add the modifier to smoothen the shape in the way normals. I will remove the Z that was causing a problem. And that's it, the model is finished. I hope you enjoy the content. See you next time. Bye!